Welcome to day 2 of the blended flipping classroom for elementary. We are going to change this up a little bit during your blended time. We are going to take a look at a different tool called Google Classroom. Google Classroom is something that can be easily used in the elementary classroom. I know day 1 we looked at Moodle, and our purpose there was for you to see what Moodle could do, and now we'll kind of look a little bit about what Google Classroom can do for you. So in this class you will have a lot of work to do, and I'm going to take you through each one of those so that you understand what your assignments will be. So once you're in, you're going to be using the class code that's on the Wix site, and I also have put it at the bottom of this video. Use that to get into the site to be added as a student in the classroom. And then the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take a look at essential questions. So our goal here is to learn what makes a good essential question. And there is a slideshow here that you would just click on. Go through that for your own learning. So the essential question part is just your own learning. It's not about interactive learning with the rest of your group. That should take you about 10 minutes or less. The next thing you're going to do then is you're going to do some work collaboratively and taking a look at project-based learning and understanding by design. So you're going to kind of look at a custom search that I have built that is going to allow you to search, but you're only searching the websites that I have you look at. There are some questions I want you to think about. So as you're working through here, these are the questions to be looking at. And once you've done a custom search using custom search below and look for answers to the questions that I've just highlighted for you, you will find the group ID for the research you're going to share. Each of these, based on the group that you've been assigned, has a different Google Drive document that you are able to collaboratively share the answers to the questions that were above, kind of talk a little bit more about project-based learning versus understanding by design, how that works. I want you to kind of dig a little bit deeper into the two of those, but also kind of compare and contrast. Be thinking about what might work best for your students. So there's the research for group 1, and again, you would just click on the group 1 link here and start doing your work. Group 2, group 3, and group 4. Once you've completed that, and again, that should take you probably about 20 minutes to do the research and the sharing, you're now going to go into another collaborative component where you're going to think about how you ask students questions and how you can really engage them with the right question. As you see, it has an asterisk by it, so again, this is a collaborative piece. You're going to actually watch this video and you're going to think about these questions. And as you watch the video, you think about these questions. You may want to take notes along the way, because then you're going to go into a virtual discussion with each other. And the tool we're going to use is called Appear.in. Appear.in is a neat video conferencing tool. You don't need to have an account in it. You don't need to have a different way of access. It's just sharing the link. So the first thing you're going to do when you get here is you're going to see if maybe someone else in your group already got into Appear.in and has created the link for you. You would do that by clicking on this virtual discussion to see if anybody has. If no one in your group has already created the space in Appear.in, you will click on the link here, and when I click on the Appear.in link, it allows me to create a new room. I would take the URL right here. I can share the link. I can copy this link. I want you to copy this link. So if you copy that link and you go back to the Google Classroom, you will go into the virtual discussion Google site for your group and you would paste that in. Now, anybody else that comes to this from group 1, they would already go into the link and then you all will start to work collaboratively. This will give you a virtual discussion, so you'll be able to see each other through the camera, you'll have a conversation. Because of that, you do not want to be in the same room as each other, otherwise you'll get a lot of feedback. But this gives you an opportunity to see how having a conversation virtually with a virtual tool, very free virtual tool, works. This whole piece on engaging students with the right questions should take you about a half an hour. And I will come into each one of these and let you know when it's time to move on. Then the last thing you're going to do is read more about essential understandings. And this is just a lesson that you're going to go in and self-learn. Take notes along the way to help you kind of do that learning. Once you've done all the learnings, we want to see if you can create your own essential question. And so I have a Google form here that you would click on add your own essential question, share it. Once you've shared your question, you can now click on this Google Sheet to see all the other questions that have been added. So now you will have about an hour to do this work. See you back at the class in an hour.